This is the type of gaslighting I do to Kevin. Like I take something that's like standard and
you're like reverse gaslighting me. You're trying to convince me that I'm gaslighting you.
Yeah. And that's what makes it genius. So you come out the asshole.
Sure, Jan.
Oh, don't get your own material. Anyway. Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Lost Tapes.
Yeah, where we talk about the Booger Cougar Man.
I was really expecting a bigger laugh out of you, Kevin. That was like your entire thing last week was the Lost Tapes rant.
Yeah, I know.
You disappointed
I just
me.
wanted to make sure people knew I wasn't talking about Lost Tapes.
Did you ever figure out what that show was you were talking about?
Nope.
Okay, well, anyway, here we are. Welcome back to Fruity Cereal. I'm your host, Connor.
And I'm Kevin.
And, Kevin, how was your week?
It's good.
It was good. Did you see any fun movies? Did you kiss any fun people?
Yeah, actually, I didn't see any new movies, but I saw Last Night at Soho
What
on
is that?
Hibbo Max, or as it's going to be called soon, Bankrupt. I don't know. So, something's wrong. Something weird is going on with HBO Max, Warner Brothers. Apparently, they're merging with Discovery, and that's causing them to lay off a bunch of people. There's a whole bunch of mess, and that caused them to cancel the Batgirl movie. I'm sure you've heard about that.
Oh my god! Here's the thing. I don't even care about Batgirl, yet I'm enraged by this news. Like the concept of the movie's like filmed, right? Am I not crazy?
I don't think it's finished yet, but like I think pre-production has been. Oh, it has been finished. Okay, never mind. But I don't. Yeah. So
this is I'm sorry, this was like getting back to what I was talking about last week, the concept of like lost media. Like all of this work gets done and then nobody gets to view it. It's just unfair.
Yeah, but Warner Brothers, they want that write-off though. They want that tax write-off.
That's gross. They're pulling up producers. I've seen how this ends. Oh, yeah. I got to do my mug of the day. We got my gorgeous Ursula mug. In honor of the late, great Pat Carroll, Kevin.
Oh, yes.
Press F in the chat.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Pat Carroll.
This was a big week to die if you're a celebrity. We had Pat Carroll. We had Nichelle Nichols. We had, I believe there was a basketball player, but I don't know sports because I'm gay. But yeah, this was like...
Yeah. Oh, Bill Russell.
Okay. I just got a text saying that my Amazon account has been hacked. Yay. Bill Russell. Yes. No, this was like the time to die if you're a celebrity this week. I don't know what was going on, but Pat Carroll was the one that legitimately like ruined my week.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That one was really sad.
I'm just thinking now, like
I know, I love Ursula. I love the Little Mermaid.
This is like how my mind works. Like, you know how Disney is like with protecting their characters and their IPs and all that. When you have iconic voice actors like Pat Carroll who voice Ursula the Sea Witch, she's in like all the theme park stuff, in the TV shows, she was in like the Mickey Mouse cartoons. They're not going to just drop the character. They're going to find somebody who's to voice her, right? But like...
Well, it's possible Disney might do what they, what they did to Mark Hamill and what they did to James Earl Jones with the synthesized voices.
I guess that's...
Which I am against them doing that. I think it'd be more respectful if they just got a new person to do the voice.
100%. Like, it's really... It's almost ghoulish. Like
it is. That's
what. Do you remember when Rogue One came out and they like CGI Carrie Fisher's face onto this new actress, and everybody was like, "It looks weird. It looks like gross."
Here's the weird thing about that. It looked good for like a second, but then it looked weird again. But then it looked good again. But then it looked weird again. It was like.
It was kind of like the
she was only on screen animation for like 5 seconds.
Yes, but then they also had like what's his name, Governor Tarkif. He was also CGI'd over.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Why did I say Governor? I don't know Star Wars, but
yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I know you don't.
Oh God. Anyway,
he looked kind of weird, but like he was also like mainly in shadow for like most of it, so I guess wasn't really that big of a deal. But anyway.
Anyway, aside from the tragic news of Pat Carroll's passing, Kevin, do you have any more news to share with us this week?
Yes, I do. Okay, so I do have my segment.
I was hoping the banner would appear when I did that. Sorry.
My
there we go.
segment sounds gay. I'm in. Okay, so I actually have a lot to cover here.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's mostly casting news, but there's also some other stuff.
Gay people love movies. Let it go.
Okay, so first things first. Sex education star Nakuti Gatwa is set to play the first gay doctor in Doctor Who.
I did hear about this, and I'm actually very excited. Yeah, Kevin, first gay and first black doctor.
Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is black.
Yeah, we're trailblazing over here. Yes, he is black.
Okay.
But that is actually like, I don't know sex education, but like when I saw the casting announcement.
Neither do I.
I was really excited. But then, of course, you get all of like the toxic hate from like, you know, the toxic fans who are like, the doctor needs to be
a
white man.
I have a rant to go on, but
go off.
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, okay. We're saving it up.
Yeah, we're saving it up.
Okay.
Okay. So next thing, Carly Rae Jepsen announces new album, The Loneliest Time, dropping October 21st. She also just dropped her single, Beach House.
Can we talk about something? I didn't know she was still recording music.
Yes, Connor. She's still
I thought she was doing other stuff. Oops. Okay.
No, no, you're thinking of Rihanna. Rihanna's the one who stopped making music.
Kevin, there was no way I got Carly Rae Jepsen mixed up with fucking Rihanna.
Well, career-wise, you did, because
no goddamn way. Okay.
Because Rihanna's the one who's doing other stuff. Like she's got her Fenty, she's got her other stuff. I don't know. She's doing.
She was in Battleship.
Yeah, she was in Battleship.
I don't know.
I think she has like a clothing line too, maybe. I don't know. Fashion brand. Yeah, she has a fashion brand. Thank you, Pod Daddy. Okay, so next thing is Shea Coulee of RuPaul's Drag Race joins Marvel's Ironheart.
I saw this, but it was like shrouded in secrecy. Like they've been cast in a secret role.
Yeah, they didn't say who she's gonna play.
Okay.
They never do, honestly. They never do say who they're going to play. And honestly, I kind of would not be surprised if Shea was like not playing like a very big or memorable character. I kind of wouldn't be that surprised, like, you know, because just being in it, like that could mean anything. Like for all I know, Shea could just be playing like just a drag queen that like Riri Williams is like friends with.
I mean, fair enough.
Riri Williams, aka Ironheart.
Quick question about this. Like, when they'll be in this movie, will they be performing?
It's actually a Disney Plus series.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, so I didn't mention that. I didn't mention that it was a Disney Plus series.
That's exciting. The character that they're playing, will they be playing in their drag persona, or will this be like them acting straightforward? Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like,
that's a good question.
Because, like, you know, there's like the difference between the drag persona and like a real life persona. Like,
yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm not sure if Shea is gonna be like, you know, in boy look or is going to be in drag. I'm out of drag or in drag. I don't know. And yeah.
Okay.
And like, here's the thing. There's gonna be not exactly sure what role they're gonna play.
Is this like a hotly anticipated series? Is this something people have been asking for?
It has been built up for a while, and I think it will be even more built up following Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, because that's when Ironheart is making her debut.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So, in case you don't know who Ironheart is, she's this young Black inventor who creates. She is known for creating the most advanced suit of armor ever since Iron Man made his suit. So she's basically a successor to Iron Man.
That's pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Yeah, and I just gotta say, there's gotta be people who are gonna have a problem with Shea Coulee being in this show. They're gonna have a problem with this show existing at all. A Black female Iron Man? What's that? And I just gotta say to those people, like, shut up.
It's adorable. You think those type of people are listening right now.
I know. I'm not appreciating. I know. I should have clarified. I know that none of those people are listening to this. I highly doubt it. It is so unlikely. But I just gotta say, like, these these guys, they complain every freaking time.
For people who win constantly, they're never happy. Like the het straight white guys, like for like getting constantly represented, constantly getting the material that they want made.
Yeah, constantly.
They're never happy with what they get, you know?
Yeah, because anytime anybody else gets time in the spotlight, they're like, "No, I want mine. I want me. I want it to be about me." It's like, it's always about you. It's always been about you. Like, let someone else have a chance.
Kevin, we're 10 minutes in. I don't think we need to get this heated just yet.
Sorry. Okay, but I just gotta say, you know, if you're one of these guys who complain every time that somebody is represented, anytime any kind of marginalized demographic is represented in superhero media, maybe this genre is just not for you. It's just not for you. Don't watch it. Like, actually do what you say you're gonna do and don't watch it. Stop watching it. Go watch a Mel Gibson.
Like, people always say, like, "Oh, I'm boycotting this franchise. I'm not watching it anymore. I'm out." And yet they are constantly watching. They are constantly in the comments on YouTube.
That part. They're making like 100 different clickbait YouTube videos about how Brie Larson kicks puppies or whatever.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's like guys, like superheroes have always been woke. They've always have been woke.
Their entire like ground, like the foundation of superheroes is like fighting against oppression and like injustice.
They're superheroes. Like, do you not know what the word hero means?
They're based in like political tension. Like Captain America literally fought Nazis, and they're like, when did he get so woke?
Before America actually fought Nazis in real life.
Yes, you're right. Oh, wow. Holy shit. That is a great point. Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, superheroes have always been woke. And if you don't like it, watch something else. Go watch a Mel Gibson movie or Pure Flix or something like that.
Mel Gibson. Is he doing anything? He seems like just the right amount of crazy to like keep doing stuff on the sideline, but not make headlines. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know what his most recent work is.
Like,
oh, wait, actually, yeah. Oh, wait, he just made a movie this year with, oh my God, with Mark Wahlberg, of course.
Okay. No, thank you.
Yeah. Hot seat.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
Mr. Hate Crime himself.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk more news, please.
Okay, so anyway, moving on. Angelica Ross is set to join the cast of Broadway's Chicago as Roxy Hart.
Angelica Ross, who is that?
She has been on. She's an actress. She's a trans actress who was on Pose and American Horror Story.
That's okay, and they're playing Roxy Hart.
Mm-hmm.
That's big news. They're getting a trans lead actor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Okay. Slay. Oh my God. This was actually something I don't know if I spoke about it with you, but somebody else. I saw Wicked a couple of months ago now. And one of the characters in the play, her name is Madame Morrible. The woman who was playing her when I saw the show was a trans actor. I was reading their bio in the playbill and whatever. And then I followed them on Instagram. I think their last name is Billings. I'm going to have to look up that playbill again. But they actually had like a very good point. Like currently on Broadway, like I think we talked about this when we recapped Funny Girl. There's a music revival of The Music Man starring Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster right now. And it's causing a lot of tension because it kicked Beetlejuice out of its theater, which could have spelled the end for that show. It's the freaking Music Man, which who genuinely enjoys that anymore? Anyway, casting Sutton Foster was a big thing because they had to lower the register of some of the songs because Sutton can't hit certain notes. And this actress that I was talking about said, "Why are you so comfortable lowering the register of these songs for Sutton Foster, but you won't do the same thing for a trans actor?" Mm-hmm. Like, that's like a thing. Like, a lot of people don't realize is that trans people don't like their voice doesn't just change with hormone therapy. They have to go through like vocal training and like exercise to like, work on how they want to present. So to hear that somebody's actually hiring a trans actor in a lead role on a Broadway show, I'm going to get tickets. And I hate Chicago. I'm actually really excited by this. Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry I took your story and ran with it. I'm really excited.
Okay. You know what? No, it's good news. It's good news. So,
that is really exciting. Okay.
Okay, so next thing is that Lady Gaga is confirmed to star in Joker Folie à Deux, the sequel to the 2019 film Joker. The film will release October 4th, 2024. And now it is reported and highly speculated that she will be playing Harley Quinn, but it is not confirmed. Although at this point, it seems very, 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 very unlikely that she is going to play literally anybody else.
I'm just thinking, like, well, first of all, let's talk about this. Like, have they confirmed that this movie's a musical? Because I've heard that, but I'm not positive.
No, but the promo that Lady Gaga showed on her Twitter does look like, or I think it was on her Twitter, or was it on her Instagram? I don't know. On social media, she shared like a little bit that was like kind of like a little musical bit that was depicting Joker and Harley, and I'm putting Harley in quotes because again, not confirmed, but very likely that it is, dancing to I'm in Heaven.
Okay.
So, and also, you know, Lady Gaga is a singer, so, you know.
I mean, that is her entire MO.
But then again, she didn't sing in House of Gucci, or at least I don't think she did. I didn't see House of Gucci, I'm sorry.
I don't know. But, like, here's the... Okay, so this is a direct sequel to the 2019 Joker.
Mm-hmm, yep.
Is Joaquin Phoenix playing Joker?
Yes.
This is going to be a weird sequel. This seems like just by adding Lady Gaga, they've already made it 20 times gayer. So this is going to be like a completely different
And if it's a musical, it's going to be... But like, here's the thing. That's what the Joker is about. The Joker is about madness, is about chaos. So, you know, makes sense.
Here's the thing. This is either going to be like an actual masterpiece and like blow me away, or it's going to be like, what the heck does this movie hope to accomplish? Either way, I think I might see it.
Well, we've got 2 years until we can, so.
Okay. All right. I'm excited for that.
All right, yeah. So here's something a little different. In London, some cops were stripping at a gay club and their bosses weren't happy about it.
What the heck did you just say to me?
Yeah, wait. Apparently at the club, I think GAY, the club was called, there were some police officers who were there and were actually stripping, like, along with the patrons of the club. And apparently their bosses found out and issued a statement that were like, we don't condone this. That's really unprofessional. Don't do that.
Wait, okay. I need more information. Okay, so we're in this club that's literally called GAY.
Mm-hmm.
These cops work there, or they just showed up?
No, I think they just showed up.
And decided to start stripping.
Yeah.
What the... Okay, I'm just picturing like the absolute madness of this. Like, I get that it's like, first of all, is this like a stripping? Is this like a strip bar, or is this just a plain ass gay bar? Because that's a very different vibe between the two places.
Okay, so here we go. Met police officers warned not to strip at London nightclub's porn idol event.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is unhinged. I'm just picturing them like sitting in the squad car being like, hey, I'm bored. What have you been like doing? I don't know. Why don't we jump over to that gay club?
Connor, this is in London. You know, can we be a little more authentic?
Mate. Why do you feel like jumping over to the... I'm going to get in so much trouble. I am not doing that.
Who's going to cancel you over this?
Europeans.
So?
Kevin. No, just picture like the absolute madness of this. Them literally making the choice, like, let's hop in there.
Okay, so it was a competition. That was it. It was a stripping competition.
Oh, I'm just picturing them like walking in and being like, look out, gays.
Yeah.
Oh, still, like, here's the thing. If you're doing this in your off time, more power to you. Fine. Don't show up in your like day job uniform. That'd be like me showing up in my pharmacy scrubs and being like, da-na-na-na-na. I'm not doing that. Holy shit. That is... That's going to keep me entertained for days.
Yeah, I'm not... Yeah, the articles I'm looking at, they don't like say specifically if they were on duty or not. But I'm assuming they were on duty if like... They had to like...
Because I'm thinking, like, if the police like department had to make a statement, they would probably like quickly associated with the police. So I'm thinking they showed up in uniform. But now I want more info.
Or maybe they just show... Well, yeah, maybe they like use their uniforms like as props.
Don't do that.
I mean, yeah, don't, but like, anyway. Okay, so next news is the Spice Girls are reuniting for a docuseries from the creators of The Last Dance. And in case you don't know, The Last Dance was the Netflix documentary about Michael Jordan that came out last year. What the hell did I just say?
I don't know, but I thought you were gonna say made by the creator of The Last Dinosaur. It's like, oh, that's
Denver,
rude.
The Last Dinosaur. What?
I mean, they're like, here's the thing. Like, if I told my 10-year-old niece about like, oh, there's this band called the Spice Girls, she'd be like, that's old people music. And then I would kick her across a football field.
I mean, at this point it is, Connor.
Okay,
No.
but here's the thing. How many times in the past couple of years have I heard hearsay of a Spice Girls reunion? So like
they're doing this for a docuseries.
Yeah,
though.
that's like the only way I could see this actually like not falling through the cracks and it actually happening.
Yeah, so they're probably going to be talking about their lives and their careers and all of that jazz.
That terrible PS3 like iToy game that Mel B made. You never saw that, did you?
No.
Mel B, who was Scary Spice, made a PlayStation 3 like iToy fitness game called Get Fit with Mel B, and it was dreadful. It just looks unfun. It just looks like a miserable time.
Oh my gosh. Okay, last piece of news is that Beyonce, again, we're getting back to Beyonce. We're always talking about Beyonce in this segment.
I mean, this is a gay podcast, Kevin, so.
Yep. She drops a new remix. She recently dropped a new remix of Break My Soul featuring Madonna. And this remix is exclusive to download on her website currently, but we are hoping, but it might be on streaming eventually.
Okay. I hate Madonna. Let me just get that out right now. Do you remember a couple of years ago when she released that song, Bitch, I'm Madonna?
Yeah.
That was the ultimate hello, fellow young kids moment. And that was the moment I decided I fucking hate Madonna. Like, I know that's a trope that, like, gay guys love Madonna. It's like, you've been dethroned, bitch. Like, your time is up.
Well, I don't think gays today love Madonna. I don't think
that's my
the young
point. But
ones
she
do.
still thinks that, like, oh, I'm bitch, I'm Madonna. Like, I'll never like retire. It's like, fucking retire, please.
I mean, she's not that old.
No, but she behaves that old. You know what I mean? Like in
Yeah.
that fucking video. Oh my god, there's one. There's one segment of the song which I can only describe as the sound of like wet hands scraping down the side of a plastic garbage bag, and that's music. That's music. Sorry, this is just gonna be me hating on Madonna for like 20 straight minutes. Oh god. Okay, so so it's a remix of her song featuring Madonna.
Yeah,
it's not like a new recording.
Well, there are some new lyrics to it too. So
because I did hear something about Beyonce saying, or no, I think it was some artist said that they're re-releasing a song, removing a slur that that was
Beyonce too.
It was Beyonce. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the word I don't know if we should say it.
Just for context, we don't mean in any offense.
The word, okay, just for context, the word is spaz, which in the UK is a derogatory slur.
It is a big
It is a derogatory ableist slur.
Yes, that is a thing.
Yeah.
And when you're appealing to like an international market like Beyonce is, it makes perfect sense that she would be like, I am sorry that I did this. So
yeah, because here in the States, we don't really see it as that. But,
it doesn't really make sense over here, but like I get why she did it.
Yeah,
okay.
I think Weird Al also went through a similar controversy, and he removed well, I don't know if he removed the lyric, but it was like for like a much older song of his. Well, not much older, it was like I think it was like from like early 2000s.
I mean, that's like 20 years, so
yeah, but like he's been around since the 80s, so like
yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So but he also like apologized, and I think he removed it from like future releases of the song or something. I don't know.
Right.
I'm not exactly
That's like
sure.
A thing that I love about like seeing artwork change, like the Oh, what was it? Oh, that Taylor Swift song where she said, "I'll tell your friends you're gay."
I'll tell your friends you're gay.
Now people on TikTok are like, "I have the homophobic version of "Meant for You" or whatever that song is. I don't know. It's oh my god! It's like I found the darkest timeline.
The darkest timeline.
And then
are people thinking this is another Mandela effect? It's like, no, it's not the Mandela effect. You just remembered it wrong.
I don't know if I've ever told you this. Like, have I ever told you the song was "Picture to Burn" by Taylor Swift? Thank you, Nick, Pod Daddy.
Oh.
Like this is I don't know if I ever told you this. I think the Mandela effect is complete bullshit. Like, I get why it's like an exciting concept that like, oh my god, this like mass misremembering of an event, and I'm like, people would really rather make up like a phenomenon rather than own up to the fact that they misremembered something.
Yeah, exactly. Because like, yeah, sometimes the things you remember are not like you miss pieces and you fill in the gaps with like fake information. And
Like,
then you convince yourself that, no, that's the truth. But that's not what happened. You just didn't remember all of it. And you made up the parts that you didn't remember.
The one that drives me nuts is the Berenstain Bears.
Yeah,
like,
that was just a misprint.
People are editing like videos and like be like, see, I come from universe A and you guys are in universe E. It blows my mind that people are doing this. And it's like Graggle Simpson.
Oh my god, yes. Yeah, wait, you introduced me to Graggle Simpson like last week. Like,
I specifically tried to gaslight you. I tried to gaslight you into thinking he was real. I wanted to see if it would work.
No, you tried gaslighting me into something else, and you said that this was like Graggle Simpson.
Kevin,
and I don't remember what you were gaslighting me into. You were trying to gaslight me about.
I don't want you to make our audience think that I'm constantly gaslighting you when it's only ever so infrequently.
Yeah, it's just every now and then Connor tries.
Yeah,
it's only every.
I'm
now
not
and then,
a monster.
Connor.
I'm just a jackass.
Yeah, it's only every now and then Connor gaslights me. It's not all the time.
But
yeah, Graggle Simpson.
Just for a little bit of context, for anybody that doesn't know, Graggle Simpson is this thing that I think it came out like relatively recently, but it's like an entire community of people that like are in on this joke that there is a character on The Simpsons named Graggle who is like this like misshapen monstrosity that like lives with the Simpson characters, like with Homer, Marge, Maggie, Lisa, and all them, and Bart. But he got like cut from the show, and people are like going on YouTube being like, I have found footage of like Graggle like talking in episode blah blah blah. And there are people out there like they're all in on the joke, but then there's people in the comments that are like, I can't tell if this is a joke or not. So it's like you got half of the people in on it, half the people are genuinely confused, and the other half don't give a shit because they don't watch The Simpsons. But it's just, I love that. It's like everybody in on the lie about Santa Claus. Like, we know it's we all know the truth,
but
that's
like, not the same because that's just something like, you tell your kids.
Yeah, but it's the same in the sense that there's like a small cluster of people that know the truth and are preventing it from getting out to another cluster.
Yeah, the cluster of people are grown-ups, Connor.
You know what I'm trying to say, though. Anyway, any more news from you, Kevin? Or
nope. That concludes my segment.
Thank you very much. That was informative and enraging all at the same time.
Yep. For my gosh. Both of us, we were both enraged.
We got hot. We got heated.
We got heated.
I'm waiting for like the day where we're just screaming into the mic, a la Alex Jones. Oh, Alex Jones! Did you hear about that?
Yep, heard about Alex Jones.
Here's the thing. Let's take a minute to just fucking say, I hate Alex Jones, and I'm glad he's getting what's coming to him. Okay,
I hate Alex Jones, and I think he's getting off too easy.
Here's the thing. We're very nonpartisan on the show, but Alex Jones is a dick. Okay. Just for a little bit of context, this guy is like evil impersonate. Like, Kevin, can you provide some explanation for what he has done?
Yeah. So in case you don't know, he runs this show called InfoWars where he just spreads a bunch of bullshit, like a bunch of like mainly right-wing bullshit and conspiracies that like water turns frogs gay, those kinds of things.
They remixed that into a song. Did you hear it?
No,
it's probably like a club remix that turn the freaking frogs gay. I don't understand that. I swear to God. We'll play it in one of the TikToks.
Yeah. But one of his most egregious things that he's done is that he denied he claimed that the Sandy Hook shooting was a hoax and that all the grieving parents were just actors.
By the way, like, if you don't know what the Sandy Hook shooting is, I want to live in your world, but this was a shooting against elementary school kids.
Yes,
This was like
probably should have clarified that.
little children.
Mm-hmm.
And he's telling these grieving parents, you're all actors. These kids never existed. And now he is being held on what's the term? He's being told that he has to pay like $49 million in damages to these families.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I could dance. I am so happy.
Yeah.
Because like I think you're right. He's getting off way too easy.
Yeah. It's like I saw one person on Twitter like tweet like, it's very rare that somebody gets the death penalty in a civil case, but you know, if anyone can do it, it's Alex Jones.
I mean, come on. Oh God, that's parents asked for 150 million and they ended up getting 45 million. Okay, so like he's definitely getting off way too easy.
Yeah, he is getting off too easy.
Oh Jesus. This is why I like Nick being our moderator, because he like fills in the information gaps when we're just spouting garbage. So we sound more educated than we are. Yeah. Thank you, Pod Daddy.
Yes, thank you. Like I hate it in podcasts where like people are just like wrong about things or like they don't know things, and I'm just like, it's like, just no, it's this. It's like I feel like that's how ghosts feel. Like, you know.
Oh, 100%. I get it.
Like, you know,
standing on the sidelines, knowing the answer,
or like
and yet
living in purgatory. Like, you know, it's like, you know,
being in the comment section on any YouTube video.
I mean, in that case, like the person could read that, but it's like, you know, speaking into the void, like, no, it's this, yeah. You have to do that.
That was actually something we did on last week's podcast. We were talking about my segment with Margaret Hamilton, Sesame Street thing, and you said something wrong, and I confirmed it. But now looking back on the episode, I was like, you dumb bitch, why didn't you correct him?
Wait, what did I say? What
you said? The Wizard of Oz came out in 1936, and it was 1939. And now, like, I rewatched the episode, I was like, you stupid bitch. I know this. I've made the Wizard of Oz my entire personality.
You know what I think it is? I think it's because my grandmother, she was born in that year.
I mean, that makes sense. You have a person.
And my grandmother's name is, and my grandmother's first name is Dorothy. So
I never told the podcast family, but I'm convinced your grandmother doesn't exist.
Yeah, and I think that you are insane.
I've never seen a photo of her. I've never heard
Connor, I'm not showing you photos. I mean, I can show you a photo of my grandmother, if you want.
Sure, Dan. I don't think she's real. Kevin's just like really bored and he's making up family members.
I mean, Connor, I mean, like, everyone has a grandmother, or at least has had a grandmother at some point. Like, that's how, unless, I guess you were made in a
This is the type of gaslighting I do to Kevin. Like, I take something that's, like, standard and...
You're, like reverse gaslighting me. You're, like, you're trying to convince me that I'm gaslighting you.
Yeah. And that's what makes it genius. So you come out the asshole.
Sure, Jan.
Don't get your own material. Anyway, jumping off of what were we talking about? Alex Jones. Oh, that's a sad topic.
Yeah, sad topic. Sad.
Let's do something fun. Ooh,
yeah.
Kevin, guess where I just came from today?
Where did you just come from?
I went, and this thing is stuck on my lamp. I went and I saw Into the Woods on Broadway. I got my little cape as red as blood here.
Oh, Kevin, that's what that is. Okay.
Can I tell you what I loved about this show? Just for a little context, to anybody who's listening to the podcast, Kevin and I went to high school together, 100 years ago.
Yeah.
And in 2010, our show that we were doing was Into the Woods.
Mm-hmm.
I played Cinderella's prince, and Kevin played...
I played the cow that's not milky white.
Sad. Anyway.
And also an extra too, also just
you were the Keebler Doughboy. Oh no!
I did look like the Keebler elf, and somebody took a backstage photo of me holding prop cookies.
I made you,
which were actually
I made you hold a box of cookies from Waldbaum's, and I don't know why.
Which why did we use real cookies as props?
We did not use that as a prop. That was somebody brought that backstage and said eat these.
That wasn't a. I thought. No, that was a
Oh
prop that we
wait, no,
used
you're
for.
right.
We
Little Red
used
Riding
that
Hood
as a
had to
prop
eat
for the
them.
bakery.
Yeah, Red Riding Hood had to eat on stage. So you're right.
Oh,
Okay,
did she have to eat on stage?
yeah, because like half of the joke with Red Riding Hood's character in the show is that she's constantly eating the
That's
sweets that she's bringing to her
right.
grandmother. Like
Yes.
she's like
Yeah,
chewing into her away from grandma's house, and it's oh my god.
that's true.
But
Yeah, it's tricky, working like eating into acting.
yes, right.
It
But
is.
that was anyway. I just want to talk for like 10 seconds about the show that I saw today because it ties into my segment coming up, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
Just for a little bit of context, Into the Woods is the story of like all your favorite fairy tale characters meshing together into one story. And this was like an all-star cast I saw today. I saw Philippa Sue, who originated Elizabeth Schuyler, or I think it was Eliza Schuyler in Hamilton. Sarah Bareilles played the baker's wife, which is arguably like one of like I would say the baker's wife is like a pretty like end game role for a lot of actresses or actors, and she absolutely knocked it out of the park. I don't need to tell anybody here that she's got the voice of an angel. But the big takeaway from this show, and I am prepared to die for this actor, is the actor who puppeteered the character of Milky White the cow. I have never enjoyed a character more than this stupid puppet. He is so cute, and I absolutely love him to death. And if I could
Now,
meet
it was
the
a
man
cute
that
puppet. No, it was
the
a
puppet
cute
was cute, and the puppeteer was also quite handsome. But he also did Cinderella's birds very well, like whistling on command. If I could get, we'll see. Maybe he wants to hop on Fruity Cereal and talk to us for a little bit. Like that's not without the realm of possibility.
We can
So,
only hope.
yeah, well, I'll have to read my playbill once I get up. But anyway, the show was absolutely incredible. If anybody gets a chance, the show's running through October. I 100% recommend this show. Patina Miller's playing the witch, and she knocked it out of the park. This show is 10 out of 10, 100%.
So, like, Into the Woods is like this. Into the Woods is kind of like the original Avengers.
What did you just say to me?
I said it's the original Avengers.
Okay, explain yourself.
It's a crossover.
Oh, and nobody's ever done a crossover before?
Between 4 different stories? I don't know.
Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein, the Wolfman, the Invisible Man, and Dracula.
Okay, all right, you got me there.
Sit down, be humble. Anyway.
Okay, well, still, it was like, Oh
my goodness. Anyway, talking about Into the Woods, that actually brought me into what I would like to call my hyperfixation of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, thinking about Into the Woods, like I was excited for this show all week, right? And I just said the entire like premise of the show is fairy tales. I'm very into fairy tales. As you can see behind me, I've got all my Disney, Cinderella, like all that fairy tale junk behind me, right?
And Michael Myers.
And that's the ultimate fairy tale, Kevin. Come on. Get the hell out of my face. I hate you. Anyway, no, I was thinking about fairy tales again, and I was doing some digging. Every now and then I fall into like a Google like deep dive, right? Like everybody is want to do. And I found myself Googling the question, my favorite fairy tale of all time is Cinderella, right? And I found myself asking the question.
You and the Walt Disney Company.
Sure. This relates to it. The question I found myself asking was like, who actually holds claim to the, like they can say that we were the first ever filmed version of the story of Cinderella, right? That was like a 2-second Google. And the answer to that one is the first Cinderella film based on Perrault's fairy tale was made in 1899, a 6-minute production by French director Georges Méliès that was screened at music halls and fairgrounds. But Kevin, that's only the beginning in terms of like Cinderella adaptations. I found myself like just doing like a little bit and just with the most cursory Googling, I would like to read you on the page, category, films based on Charles Perrault's Cinderella.
Okay.
We have Cinderella 1916, 1955, 2000, 1899, 1914, 1947, 1950, 1977, 1979, 1997, 2002, 2012, 2015, 2021. We now have Cinderella Blues, Cinderella or the Glass Slipper, Cinderella Meets Fella, A Cinderella Story, A Cinderella Story Christmas Wish, A Cinderella Story Starstruck, Cinder Elmo, Cinderfella, Cindy, Ella Cinders, Ella Enchanted, Ella Modern Cinderella Tale, Ever After, First Love, The Glass Slipper, Hey Cinderella, The Magic Riddle, The Magic Shoes, More Than a Miracle, Poor Cinderella, Cinderella and the Glass Horace, The Slipper and the Rose, Sneakerella, Stop, Look, and Laugh, The Tender Tale of Cinderella Penguin, and something in Japanese I cannot pronounce because I only speak English. Kevin, that is just one page
Okay, I was gonna say, did you say Ever After? I don't remember.
It's in there. It is in there. Yes, Ever After is in there.
What
This is
about
just
What about Sneakerella?
Kevin. If you're not going to listen to me when I talk, I'm not going to talk. I did mention Sneakerella.
Did you?
Rags,
Did you? I don't remember.
were you just on your phone while I'm talking?
No,
Like, are you
I'm
even
not on my phone,
podcast?
Connor. I'm not on my phone. It's just you were talking. You were saying so much.
We have a limited time. We have a limited time slot, Kevin. I'm trying to go fast.
Okay.
But like I was saying, this is just one page of adaptations in Cinderella. There's actually 5 entire pages. This is just based on like the Perrault version. There's like the Grimm version. There's the Greek version, the Chinese version. So many different versions of this freaking story have been done.
Oh, I remember reading the Chinese version in elementary school.
I do remember that too. That was
where the fairy godmother was a koi fish, right?
Yes, that's like
and
so many different ways.
Stepmother and the step sister, and there was only one step sister. I remember.
I think so.
And
yeah.
they ate her.
They ate the fish.
They ate the fish. Yeah, but
they
like
didn't
the fish,
eat Cinderella.
Yeah, they ate the fish. Which now that I think about it, it's like, who eats koi? That's weird.
It was like a petty thing. It was just be like,
I know it was out of pettiness, but like still, like I don't think koi tastes good.
Again, if
Probably
you're an
doesn't.
evil character in a fairy tale, you do like petty shit for the sake of being petty, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But this had me thinking, like, how many times can you realistically adapt a story like before it gets stale, right? How many like, okay, what draws you into wanting to see a new version of Cinderella or like Peter Pan, The Wizard of Oz, Alice in Wonderland? How many times can it be done before you're like, I've seen every way that I could possibly see this story told before you just like, I'm out? Because Hollywood seems to think it's infinite. Yeah. Kevin, did I ever tell you about one of my favorite versions of Cinderella?
What is it?
It's literally called Cinderella, a Wild West musical adventure.
Okay, so it's in the West. So it's a Western. All right.
Kind of. It was sold exclusively at Walmart. And it is an animated musical with anthropomorphic animal characters where, like I said, it's set in the West.
Wait, I don't like where this is going.
Oh my God, Kevin. Cinderella is like a beagle or something. She's a dog.
Oh, okay.
She's a dog. Her stepfamily are like pugs, like, you know, like the droopy faced pug dog things, whatever. Her fairy godmother is like, I think a marmoset or something, or a prairie dog that's like a Native American shaman. Yeah.
Please tell me it's portrayed respectfully.
I don't know because I haven't actually seen the movie all the way through.
Okay, is this character actually voiced by someone who's Native American?
I do not know. I'm willing to bet no, though. Again, this was sold at Walmart. So, Kevin, your haunted house impression is amazing, but can we save it for later?
Okay.
Thank you. The one scene I saw from this movie that really just got my goat and made me think this was the greatest version ever. Kevin, you know the story of Cinderella. She goes to the ball, she dances with the prince, has a great time. Midnight rolls around, the magic wears off, and she leaves behind one of her glass slippers, gold slippers, whatever you have it. In this version, Cinderella arrives at the ball and promptly gets into a bar fight. She shows up, says hi to the prince. Somebody says something that pisses her off, and she just clocks him square in the jaw.
Okay, well, it is a Western.
Fight. Instead of losing a slipper, she loses a tooth. I'm dead serious. She loses a tooth, and the prince picks it up and is like, I must find the person who lost this tooth. And I'm dead serious. Kevin, you can look this up. It's completely ridiculous. And like, it's also one of those movies that's like, we have to add something to make us like relevant. So like he finds her with a tooth, but then like there's some like subplot of them like on a derailed train heading for like a canyon or something. I could not tell you. I was going in and out. Like the fairy godmother character is still there, like doing shit. But it was absolutely unhinged. I would 100% recommend you try and find yourself a copy because it's also hard to find now. Like I couldn't even find it on YouTube. But
when did this come out?
I want to say like 2000 and I was in college when I found it. So like 2011, maybe.
Okay.
Oh my God. Hold on. Cinderella, a Wild West story. came out in 2012. Okay. It currently has a 2 out of 5 star rating. 63% of people liked this movie.
Okay, that's, I don't know. That's, what is it on Rotten Tomatoes?
That's the thing. It's not on Rotten Tomatoes. This is so like under the radar. They don't care about this movie.
Oh, figures.
It doesn't have a Rotten Tomatoes score. But yeah, it is an actual movie. But like, I swear to God, she lost a tooth, Kevin. That's freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that was pretty much my entire hyperfixation of the week. I want to ask you, when
was it about Cinderella adaptations in general, or just about this Cinderella adaptation?
It was about fairy tales. Because how many times have you seen The Wizard of Oz done like a million times? I've seen cartoons. I've seen The Wiz. I've seen the 39 movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, it's like.
But it was. But your segment was mainly about Cinderella, though.
Because we have a limited time, so I could go on. If you would like me to go on, I can. I'm prepared to go on. I just don't want people to get bored. But like, Kevin, let me ask you this. When was the last time you saw a Cinderella adaptation where you think, wow, this was necessary and I'm glad they made this version?
Probably when I saw Ever After, maybe.
Right? Because there's like new stuff. There's like I love the concept of like seeing the story from another character's perspective, like a la Wicked. Like, this movie you can't find on Disney Plus, and it freaking kills me. It's called Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister. It's based on the novel by Gregory Maguire, and it tells the story of one of Cinderella's stepsisters, obviously.
Wait, so it was made into a movie?
It was made into a movie from the wonderful world of Disney, and then just never broadcast again. Stockard Channing played the stepmother, and it was a good movie.
You know what? I bet Disney's gonna put it on Disney Plus eventually.
Hey, here's the thing: it's been 3 years of Disney Plus now, and we still haven't gotten it. So I'm gonna call this movie lost to time. I'm sad.
I'm not.
It, but
you know what? I'm not giving up hope. I think they'll put it up eventually.
Kevin, you didn't even know this movie existed until I just told you.
Well,
I'm not giving up hope.
I've heard of it. I've heard of the book. I've heard of the book. I didn't know it was adapted into a movie.
Oh my God! Stand right out of the gate. I'm not giving up hope. Get out of here. You sound like one of those plucky singing orphans that I just test.
Okay, they like, I don't know, what was something that was like considered lost media that Disney put up recently? I don't know. I think they've done something.
Lost media from Disney?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they did something.
I don't know, but like, I don't know. That's another thing. Oh my God. I just discovered like, oh God, this was, hold on. I got to find this. Kevin, have you seen the movie The Parent Trap?
Yes.
Kevin, have you seen The Parent Trap 2?
No.
Okay, how about The Parent Trap 3?
No.
Why
are you asking me? Okay, can you just get to the point?
How about Parent Trap Hawaiian Honeymoon?
No, I've only seen the first Parent Trap movie. I've never seen any of the sequels.
Really?
Yes.
But like, I just found this out. It was like, did you know that there's like a weird amount of sequels to The Parent Trap? And they all star Haley Mills.
Well, that's probably
like playing the same characters.
Yeah, well, that's probably why.
It was just like, I don't know why they were like, this movie is like worthy of like Hawaiian Honeymoon, Kevin. That's another thing that I absolutely love, like in terms of media, is like trying to revive old like properties and characters and put them in like a wacky ass setting. Like the Addams Family 2. Like it put them in Hawaii. Like fucking why? I couldn't picture a family less likely to be in Hawaii. Maybe the Munsters. But like,
wait, they were in Hawaii in the Addams Family too?
I don't know. I see all the Kevin, let's be real. I have not watched the Addams Family 2 because the first one was a disgusting mess. But
oh, you're talking about the animated movie?
Yes. Oh no, the live action ones are masterpieces. Oh my God.
What? No, you didn't say that.
I would think it was like self-explanatory. It's the one that
just came out. No, it's not. You just said the Addams Family.
Sorry. Anyway, but yeah, no, like why would they do that? Like I don't know. Like I love the concept of like sequels that are like they don't know how to handle the characters. So they're like, yeah, just throw them in an exotic locale. They did that with the Brady Bunch movie. They did that with the Even Stevens movie. Did you remember that one?
Vague. Not really. I wasn't really that big into Even Stevens.
I just got some really concerning message from Pod Daddy. Kevin, would you like to read that?
Shrek 5 is coming supposedly September 30th, 2022. 2. I don't believe that.
Here's the thing. In 1 month, we're getting Shrek 5?
Yeah, I don't think so. No. We are getting the second Puss in Boots movie coming soon.
Yeah, that we knew about.
Yeah.
Would we call that Shrek 5 though?
No, it's a Puss in Boots movie because there was a first Puss in Boots movie that was 11 years ago, so it's kind of wild that like
I mean, the
coming out.
concept, like, I didn't know Puss in Boots was coming out until I saw a trailer for it, and I thought it was like an old trailer for the first movie, but they're like, no, it's the second one. But
Yeah.
anyway, realistically speaking, like, what do you think Shrek 5 would be about? Like, I feel like every time I watch a Shrek movie, the movie seems wrapped up so fine and perfect at the end, and then the third one comes out, and then the fourth one comes out, and then the musical happens, and I'm just like,
yeah. You know what? They should just make a musical based on the second movie.
Oh my God, yes. Oh God, that was. Oh God. Here's the thing. I don't think Shrek the Musical is the best musical out there, but it is one of the few professionally filmed musicals, so I watch it constantly.
Yeah.
And
yeah, Broadway, get on that. Film your musicals professionally, bish.
That's like another. I could go on for hours about like how Broadway is like reserved for the elite class. Kevin, guess how much I paid for my Into the Woods ticket today?
I don't wanna.
Take a guess.
$500.
Less.
$200.
Up.
$250.
Less.
230. Just tell me, goddamn it.
$237.
Okay.
In row O. Row O 106. Speaking of which, whoever was at Into the Woods on Saturday, August 6th at 2 p.m. sitting in row O, seat 105, can I have your number? I liked you. You were handsome. I like you. Bye.
Oh my God, Connor.
Impossible things are happening every day, Kevin. He was very handsome.
Oh God, Connor, if I pulled that stunt, you would never let me live it down.
Yeah, I know, but the difference is I'm doing it, so it's okay.
Oh my God.
Call me a hypocrite. I don't care. I do care. Don't call me a hypocrite. You'll hurt my feelings.
You are a hypocrite. Anyway, okay, so one more thing before we wrap up.
We're wrapping up. Oh my God, we've been talking about nothing.
Yeah, we're almost, we're at 51 minutes. So like, but I just want to say I was gonna mention that I was gonna talk about the Pete Davidson Kim Kardashian situation. I just want to say, okay, so in case you don't know, they broke up, which you probably knew, but like it's kind of funny because I just got a People magazine in the mail. We don't subscribe to it, but sometimes we just get magazines like that just anyway. Yeah, I know, it's weird. But anyway, they had an article about how they make their relationship work, and it's like it was just very funny because like they just broke up. It's like, how do they make their relationship work? They don't.
Oh my God. How long were they dating for? It feels like they were dating for like maybe 3 weeks.
They've been dating for like, I think like a year.
Here's the thing. I keep absolutely no tabs on Kim Kardashian. It's much less Pete Davidson.
I'm pretty sure they've been dating ever since Kim hosted SNL.
Oh God. Here's like, I absolutely like,
because that's definitely how they met.
I mean, yeah. I just like, I don't follow either one of them in any capacity, so I'm completely off. But
9 months,
8 or 9 months.
8 or 9 months. Yep, that was about how long ago that she hosted. So
I might be making some enemies with this one, but Kevin, don't you think Pete Davidson kind of looks like if the Frog Prince didn't like fully transform back all the way?
Yeah.
Why did
here's the thing,
Pete
Davidson, he's line cook hot.
He's line cook hot? What does that mean?
Okay, basically there's this trifecta of men that heterosexual women are attracted to. You have elf princes, you have line cooks, and you have depressed dads.
Okay, you've actually put me speechless. Line cooks, elf princes, and depressed dads.
Yes.
Son of a bitch. I actually get that.
Yeah, and then at the center of it, you have Robert Pattinson, who's all three.
I wanted him as a guest on the show, Kevin. Now he's never going to come.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we're going to book Robert freaking Pattinson, sure.
It's possible.
We're going to book the Batman.
You never know. Maybe he's bored. He seems like one of those people that's like, he seems like that type of like movie trope that he's like, I'm so bored of being a movie star. I just want to be a regular person for a day. And then he like switches places with like a homeless man
Yeah,
and
he
does a
probably
think
would.
piece on it.
Yeah, he probably would do something like that. He is kind of a weirdo like that.
He seems totally nuts.
He
Oh, that
does.
was another thing. Like, I know we're getting like down to the wire, but like, have you heard of like Robert Pattinson's like weird fascination or like obsession with like insisting that he do actual masturbation in his movies? Like
Yeah,
anytime he's in a
I think I
movie,
have heard about that. Yeah, because
like if
he
his
does
character has
masturbate
like,
a lot in his movies. Like,
and he insists that it has to be real. Like he's not miming, he's doing it. Like he's confirmed that he's doing this.
I mean, you know, like
here's the thing. That sounds like something that like a crazy like elderly like movie star would be like, I've been in the industry for hundreds of years. I have to get the real emotion and the pathos and all that.
no,
So
I think
I'm
he
gonna
just
like
wants to get off.
I mean, like we stand. Earn
I
that
mean,
nut.
like, hey,
Ew.
you know
Oh,
what?
God.
I'm gonna pretend to nut. I might as well actually nut.
Kevin, I think we need to stop. I think we're getting a little unhinged. Oh, Pod Daddy brought up one last thing we had to talk about.
No,
it's a little sad.
This is a terrible transition. No, we can't talk about that now.
It's a terrible transition. It is kind of a terrible transition.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
We were just talking about masturbation. No.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, but really quickly,
speaking of people who masturbate a lot, have you ever heard of Dan Schneider?
Oh my God. This is a terrible transition.
Kevin, don't do that to your face.
I hate this. I hate it. I hate it.
Kevin, we're already there. Let's talk. Dan Schneider.
Yeah, Dan Schneider.
You know who he is.
Bad man.
What has he done? What's his thing?
He pretty much produced every single Nickelodeon live action sitcom from up until like I want to say like 2017.
Wait, didn't he also do the Thundermans?
Yeah, that was before 2017, I believe.
Okay,
or it was around that time. Like, I'm not sure.
If you were a kid that grew up on these shows, you know, like that exact type of humor that's like LOL, so random, and that's why it's funny type humor.
Yeah.
It started with what, like Amanda Show, right?
I think the first show. Yeah, I don't know if Amanda Show was the first show he did, but that's definitely one of the earliest shows that he's done.
But like, okay, if you don't know, Dan Schneider has like this like. It's called the Schneiderverse, like amongst like fans or like casual viewers, I guess.
Like, the NCU.
The NCU?
Yeah, the Nickelodeon Cinematic Universe.
Sure, why
not? Or no, sorry, NSU. It's the NSU, the Nickelodeon Sitcom Universe. That's what Quentin called it in Quentin Reviews.
Sure. But like his entire thing is like he has like all of these shows that are like somehow interconnected. Like they have the shared characters and like sort of thing, whatever.
But there was also a lot of like contradictions. Like there was like one show where, like I think like Drake and Josh was like a sitcom on Victorious, but then like Helen shows up on Victorious.
Oh, but then the character of what's her name, Tori, like played a different character on iCarly, but then also appeared as the character Tori, and they had to address that. And she's just like, "Oh, I just looked like her."
Yeah, which I thought was fine. That like that
was fine, like, but they constantly have to like cover their tracks, you know?
Yeah, because it's like, well, okay, and then this was that, and this is.
But we're getting off track anyway.
Yeah, and then Helen was on this later show called Game Shakers, which you know I never watched because that was after my time. So you know.
But we're getting off topic.
Yeah, I'm just saying there's a lot of contradictions in the NSU.
Kevin's trying to avoid the subject because it's really sad.
It is sad.
One of the most famous shows that he ever did for Nickelodeon was iCarly. Like I would say that kind of eclipsed the Amanda Show and Drake Josh, right? Drake and Josh.
Yeah, iCarly's probably the most like well-known thing that he's done.
I mean, it got a reboot on Paramount Plus. Like that show that speaks to the character's popularity or the show's popularity. But if you know anything about like the sense of humor that comes from the show is very gross. Like
a lot of foot jokes.
A lot of foot jokes. Oh my God.
Which wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the fact that not only is the show for children, but most of his shows are with child actors.
Well, here's the thing. Like when you watch the show, the characters aren't doing anything inappropriate. It's just once you realize that Dan Schneider has a foot fetish, it becomes gross. Like, oh, gross.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just like a couple of things here and there. Like, you have entire like episodes where characters like remain barefoot, hold their feet up to the camera. He actually, like, I don't know if he was directly responsible for this, but it speaks volumes. He had like a thing going on where like, hey kids at home, take a photo of the bottom of your foot and write like iCarly on it and like send it to us. And kids did it. Children did this. And it's just like, you feel so
disgusting,
gross about this.
Disgusting.
Anyway, getting back to iCarly, we were talking about Miranda Cosgrove. What was it, last week or the week before?
It was last week, I believe.
It was last week? Okay.
Yeah.
But like, Miranda Cosgrove's in the show alongside her co-star Jennette McCurdy, who has since retired from acting. But let me tell you, she's not in the reboot. And yes, she just released a memoir recently entitled "I'm Glad My Mom Died," which, like, the title alone made me want to read the book. But like, now hearing the stuff that's coming out after the memoir has been released, it makes me want to read it even more. Especially, Kevin, would you like to read the headline or?
I don't want to do it.
You don't wanna? Oh,
no.
Fine. A news story came out recently where Jennette McCurdy said, during my time on Nickelodeon when I was in iCarly, I was she was like, what, 14? 14, 15.
14, 15, 16, around that.
14, 15. She was in a costume fitting where she was having photographs taken of her wearing a bikini and being encouraged to drink alcohol on the set. And like she said, like, this is a contributing factor for why she quit acting. But she said, I didn't feel safe working in Nickelodeon. And tragically, her mother at the time, who passed away in 2014, her mother, she said, I don't believe my mother would have done anything to stop it had she known what was going on. And that's like the real kicker here is like, she didn't feel safe on any account. So I fully understand why she would step back from the world of acting, because it didn't provide anything.
And Nickelodeon offered her $300,000 in hush money.
Yeah, like here's the thing, like, separate from Nickelodeon or not, to come forward and say Nickelodeon offered me this money, she's clearly like not holding, like, she's not like taking prisoners now. The fact that she hasn't said who took these photos of her is like probably to avoid, like, you know, a defamation lawsuit. But like, I just feel so horribly bad for this poor girl.
I know,
who just wanted to like have a normal ass childhood, right?
Yeah, like, she's spoken out about this stuff before, but I don't think she's ever gotten into those kinds of details.
Right. But there was like another aspect of like the whole thing was saying that like people were making whispers that I was going to be in my own iCarly spinoff. And that's why I was like inclined to like go with the flow. But then I find out I'm going to be like doing second banana on Sam and Cat with Ariana Grande. So she's led to believe that she's going to be doing her own like solo work. And then like, oh no, we're just going to stick you with another wacky co-star. It's like, why did I do all of this? Like, not that like she, like, you know, like, I don't want to say she did this just to get, but like, you know, to have those whispers in your ear and then to be told something different. It's like another layer of betrayal, you know? You just feel really bad for her. Anyway, Jennette, wherever you are, I hope you're doing good.
Yeah.
We miss you, but you've earned your vacation. We need to end on something positive because this got dark.
That's why I didn't want to talk about it. But
do you have nothing else to talk about?
Okay, well, hang on. Actually, wait, I do have one thing, because I actually had a backup plan just in case you didn't have a hyperfixation of the week, because we were talking before and you said that you were having a hard time coming up with one.
I will come up with one every week.
Okay, all right, I believe you. But just in case, so this is probably gonna be old news by the time this episode comes out, because this happened like practically right after we recorded last week's episode.
Mm-hmm.
But my hyperfixation of the week is the viral video. I did not.
You can't steal my shit.
My hyperfixation of the week is the viral video of Katy Perry throwing pizza at some gay people at the club. I don't know what club it was. I don't know why she was throwing pizza. And you know what? I don't want to know. It is better with no context.
Do you know why, Kevin? Do you know what I have to say to that?
What?
Sounds gay. I'm in. Banner. There we go. We just went Freaky Friday on your ass.
Tell him to put the banner up.
I don't believe you guys didn't conspire behind my back to do that. That was just rude.
I know.
I hate you both. I want
But
to
anyway,
quit.
that video. Okay, but can we talk about that video? Can we talk about that video?
There's no context for it. What can we talk about? It's
I don't know.
literally
Just
a
like, what do you
video.
think the context is?
I don't know. It's like she's in, like, was it confirmed to be a gay club that she's doing this in?
Well, there were a lot of men in the club, so
That means
like,
nothing, Kevin. Men will gather where there's free food.
okay, yeah, but where
But,
there's Katy Perry, I don't think so.
Here's the thing. It's not the fact that she's handing out food. It's the fact that she's frisbeeing it
Yeah,
into just a crowd of thousands.
I hope that pizza wasn't hot.
It looked cold. It looked like
Okay, well that's
like
good, because if it was hot, like that's a hazard.
Imagine like hot oil and cheese spinning around the room.
Yeah, just like, oh my god, like that's a melee attack.
That's a lawsuit. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I went blind in my left eye because some hot oil got splashed into it by Katy Perry throwing me a piece of pizza.
That would be the first time Katy Perry killed someone.
What?
Oh my god. Wait, no, she didn't kill anyone, okay?
You can't say stuff like that.
So there was this one time, I think it was, I don't remember when it was. I think it was like 2014 or something, but Katy Perry like bought a convent and some nun like begged her not to, and she said no, and the nun died.
Yes, I remember this. Why did she buy a convent?
I don't know.
Kevin, that's going to be your homework assignment for next week. Provide me context as to why Katy Perry said, you know what I need this week? A convent. Okay. But anyway, thank you for stealing my segment. I'll be sure to steal your co-host spot next week. Join us next week on Fruity Cereal Monday at 9 a.m. You can follow me, Connor, on social media at Connor F from LI on Twitter. You can follow me on TikTok at Connor K Fitz 92 on TikTok. Kevin, take it from here.
And you can follow me at It's Kevin O'Lear on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can follow me on YouTube at Kevo Productions. And you could also follow me on Letterboxd at It's Kevin O'Lear too, in case you want to follow me there too.
And don't forget, you can follow Fruity Cereal across all social media at Fruity Cereal. Fruity like the fruit, cereal like the number.
And make sure to subscribe to the Empty the Bench Podcast Network.
Thank you very much for listening, guys. We will see you next week at 9 a.m.
Bye.
Bye-bye.